Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, the mainstream mass media in the US now has how do you call that, group masturbating session, if you know what I mean, because they think that Fox now is done. Well, first, I'm not supporter of Fox, I'm supporter of truth. And I think that, for instance, Tucker Carlson has less sins or than the rest of the mass media. And unfortunately, he is with Fox. If somehow Tucker Carlson would be with, let's say, CNN, which is an impossibility, he used to, right? I think he worked for them or something. Then if he would give us what he gives us, then yes, I would support. I would say yes, CNN, good job for having this guy and telling an alternate reality, if you know what I mean. So what happened here? Fox was sued by Dominion. I think the Dominion are those election machines that you put your little voting thing and so on, and they settled. They settled the whole thing outside of court. That means before they settled for $700 and some million. Here you have it, right? Dominion and Fox News trial ends with last-minute $787 million settlement, full coverage. Now everyone will be all happy about it and will say, "See, Fox News, you settled. That means you are guilty," and so on. Okay, well, let's see. The highly anticipated trial in the defamation lawsuit brought by Dominion Voting Systems against Fox News began and ended Tuesday with a $787 million settlement between the two parties. After a lengthy recess, Delaware Superior Court Judge Eric Davis dismissed the jury and announced that the issue was resolved prior to the opening arguments. Dominion has accused the conservative cable news giant of knowingly and repeatedly broadcasting guest and host baseless allegations after the 2020 presidential election, and that Dominion voting machines were rigged to help Joe Biden steal blah 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 blah. Okay, Fox News argued that it was simply reporting on the newsworthy voter fraud allegations that Trump and his allies were promoting in the wake of the elections, and that the broadcasts in question should be protected under the First Amendment. Okay, Yahoo News live coverage has concluded, but visits, okay, this is something else. So you'll see how these guys, the CNN, MSNBC, all this, will use this as guilty. See, they are promoting disinformation, misinformation, bad. Okay, if they did, should be penalized. Okay, let's put it aside. They settle outside the court. What does it mean? Now, if it means, well, they didn't want to fight it, it's one thing. But if you think that it meant, hey, there's some wrongdoing here, we settled because we did something bad, that means we admit guilt. But remember, when you settle it outside of court, you don't admit guilt, but you don't, you know what I mean, you did not want to fight it. But let's say, if someone tells you that settling outside of court means you are guilty, then I will use this article here to see what you say about this one. And I'm guessing you will not agree with this one, because not you, the ones that have a problem. Clinton settles sexual harassment suit, November 14, 1998. All right, so on the day, President Bill Clinton settled a sexual harassment lawsuit by making an $850,000 payment. The settlement with Paula Jones reached without the suit going to trial. Helped fuel Okay, so they settled here, all right, without going to trial. What happened here? There you go. Last minute settlement. So, if you think that this proved guilt, then you should be okay with this one proving guilt. Or at least something, all right? So don't stop continuing the, how do you call that, group masturbation session, and take it easy. So anyway, I'm for the truth. And I think, well, I don't know how it would have ended. The fact is this. And now that reminds me of another incident. It was, again, Remember that guy, I can't remember his name. not Zimmerman, not the one in, I think it was something with man, like Cosman. The one that, actually, let me find you that guy, all right? Here it is, this one I'm talking about, this case. Ram pam pam, remember this one? CNN settles Nick Sandman defamation lawsuit in Covington Catholic High School controversy. Remember this weasel here? Remember? And this one? When this claimed that he was blah 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 and he came to him and beat his drum and elderly blah 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 blah, 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 and the guy was just smiling in his face. All right? And I can only think what he was thinking. But anyway, he was a Catholic school gentleman and he settled right here. What does it mean? The same thing as this one and the same thing as this one. So stop the public group masturbation, all right? Again, they settled. Right here, the $250 million defamation suit sought damages for the emotional distress Nicholas and his family suffered in the fallout of the network's reporting. All right, so, okay, what's going on? And I can go on and on because I know that there's the other guy, the guy that in Minnesota, Reichtenhaus, whatever his name is, the guy who shot those 4 people with a weapon helping, defend himself, those guys that tried to blah blah blah. It was like 18, 19. They said, well, he crossed the border with automatic weapon. He does Richthaus, whatever his name is. If you're familiar with the issue, the same thing. And now he's suing the same guys using the same lawyer that Mr. whatever his name is, Salman used. So hold your horses. Yeah, take it easy, baby doll. Yeah, the same here. Hey, no, not so fast. We got time. So you see. If you remember that video clip from the end of the movie Rambo 1 with Sylvester Stallone, you remember that one? Okay. At the end, when his general, whatever, comes over there and says, in that police station that Rambo stopped, he said, Rambo, it's over. And Rambo says, nothing is over. Nothing is over. Same here. Nothing is over until it's over. All right? So take it easy. Nothing is over. Wait. We have many examples that would kick you in your little balls that you got. I'm talking about the mass media, mainstream mass media. All right? By all means, if you're guilty, you should pay, okay? But remember, these guys, the guys that are right now playing the violin, you can find now for days they will talk about it. Years, I think they will talk about this defamation, whatever, the Dominion's voting machines. They will talk about it forever. They will still, I don't have any more, but I have to hold it in my hand somehow. It's limp, but I used it. So anyway, so here you have these guys, but they don't tell you this. They are so deep in the hole, they dug with their truth-telling reporting that these guys are just okay, this is the first shovel, okay, and the second one, Jesus Christ. And those are, hey, where are you? You reached China yet? Well, we're in the middle, man. Jules Verne, we're right here, we're trip in the center of the earth. It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. They settled.